Okay guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so right now we're gonna be doing 10 unpopular opinions, okay, in your 20s. So you can sit back, relax, grab yourself a little bit of a drink, and we're gonna get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with point number one, right? So point number one is your 20s are not supposed to be your best years. But that was my point number one. I think your 20s are not supposed to be your best years because you're still discovering yourself. You're still trying to you're still trying to find and create values that align with you. Because I feel like from like I'll say from your teenage years, all you know is like what you've been taught by everyone. And then I feel like in your 20s, that's where you get to experience life and you get to see how other people live their life. And then you kind of get to choose that, is this what I still want for myself, you know? And then if not, then you then start creating your own values and belief systems. And yeah, so I think definitely your 20s are not supposed to be your best life. But I think also with that, it's not like a YOLO type of thing. I think your 20s as well is the time where you really just try your best in everything that you can and then just like build up from there, you know. That's like point number one. And then point number two is you don't need to find yourself, you need to build yourself. I totally agree with that because it's always like, no, just be yourself. Like, what do you mean by be yourself? Like, that literally does not make sense. So it's just about finding yourself and getting to see other people and like, does this actually align with who I want to be and how I would love to be perceived? So I honestly just think that. And it's literally just a matter of just finding yourself. I'll say finding yourself, it's a matter of deciding who you want to be and like looking at who you are right now and just like filling in that gap. But I think also not pressurizing yourself is also very important because like life is a journey here because there's no like destination, literally. Like you're just supposed to enjoy each and every moment as it comes. Okay. Then I think point number three is like everyone's like, oh no, I'm broke, or like, no, I'm just a girl. Like, I really don't think we should normalize that because in your 20s, that's when you're supposed to be saving or learning how to save, learning how to invest, I think is the right word. And when I say saving, I mean like, for example, maybe if you need to buy a new technology device, like maybe if you need a laptop for school, or you need an iPad for school, or you need what's other thing, or maybe you're planning on getting your second car, trying to get your driver's license or anything. So like being broke is really not cool and being reckless with your money is really not cute at all. So I would highly advise that you very conscious on how you spend your money because if you're not, then you literally are gonna like, I wouldn't say waste your life, but having to catch up at a very later stage, it won't be as cute, you know? Yeah. And then number four is you probably don't need as many friends. I totally agree with this. Like, I think having more than five friends is like, it's just a lot because now you need to be accommodating to all these people and having all these, like, I wouldn't say different personality traits, but I would say, yeah, because like, I wouldn't say different personality traits, but I'll say you have to be very accommodating to all these people, and all these people know like your deepest and darkest secrets. That's just crazy, you know. But other than that, yeah, I honestly think having, I think also, I know there's a difference between like having friends and having close friends and having acquaintances. And I feel like the main thing as well is putting people in like their boxes. Like, for example, if you have high school friends, those are you just like your high school people. If you have like your uni friends, that's just your uni friends. Or if you have um what else, maybe like work friends, that's like your work friends, you know. And these are like your colleagues, or this is just like people you chill with when you want to have fun. Then you have, like, I think putting people in little like compartments, like compartmentalizing, I think it's really helpful. And also I think in terms of like the topic of friends, I think when it comes to the topic of friends, also it helps you to not expect so much from one person. Like, you can't expect them to be like athletic, and to you expect them to be athletic, you expect them to know yeah, you expect them to be athletic, you expect them to be spiritual, you expect them to be fun as well, you expect them to support you on bad decisions. Like, come on now. Like, you yourself are also not the full package. So yeah. And then the other one is, yeah, you should stop treating every career decision as a permanent one. Yeah. So I think when it comes to like the whole career thing, especially if like the career you want to pursue is very like, you know, like very this or nothing. So I think be open-minded as well. Like, I feel like the world is so like there's always a way to get to things. Like, there's not one straight direct way. So I think in terms of career, um yeah, in terms of career, just experiment. I think the main thing is to experiment and be open-minded as well. And I feel like, yeah, I think there's always just a way, man. Like, there's always just a way when it comes to things. So that's honestly what I would let people know. And then also another thing is self-improvement can also be procrastination, truly. And I feel like also it's like people, we always like, no, I want to give myself some time and everything. I want to plan this out. I want to do this. Sometimes I think we just need to take action, even if we're not ready, you know. I don't need to be like my dream girl in order to maybe enjoy certain activities. I could get a portion of those activities, but not necessarily like the whole thing, you know? Not necessarily like the whole thing. For example, let's say your dream self, your dream girl maybe always buys um always buys matcha at Starbucks, for example, right? With that example, yes, that's true. Like, your dream girl, like your dream self always buys Starbucks matcha and always goes to Pilates, right? That's like one of her hobbies. So obviously, right now, let's say you cannot afford that as yet, but you can afford to maybe make your own matcha at home. Is one thing, which means you can maybe get yourself a little tea set and little matcha set, and maybe the powders as well, the pre-made powders. And then yeah, then you can maybe make that at home for yourself. And then in terms of the Pilates, maybe with the Pilates you can maybe go to one class per month instead of having a Pilates membership. You understand? So just like allow yourself to experience that before it actually happens, so that when you actually get there, it's not kind of like a thing of like, oh my gosh, like it becomes like normal to you, like, oh no, like, ugh, I'm just gonna have Pilates, oh no, I'm just gonna have matcha. So that's another thing that I would like to say. And then also another thing is your 20s are less about having it all figured out and more creating options. Yeah. So I think with your 20s, like, especially when it comes to different streams of income, I think we really need to be open-minded and not just like fixed on this is the only way to make money, which is maybe by having a 9 to 5. You can make money in different ways, like social media, YouTube. You could make money with yeah, social media, YouTube. You can make money with um what else? Yeah, you could have your own, like, maybe freelancing work. You could volunteer, you could open up your own little tutoring service, you could do anything, like start a business maybe. So yeah, I feel like it's very important to not just limit yourself, just explore the options that you have, and if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. And I feel like just give it time as well. I think that's one very important thing. And I think also just learning to like live in the moment, because like when you look back, maybe when you're 40, you're gonna want to be 20 and think back like, no, I wish I just went out more. I wish maybe I was just a bit more relaxed. I wish I was yeah, I wish I was maybe a bit more relaxed. I wish that on the fourth. And I just think we really just need to be a bit more lenient on ourselves. And also just things are happening the way that they should be. But yeah, but that is me on today. I think the video is not going to be really long, but yeah, it's a bit of like a chit chat video. I hope you really like it, and I just hope that you like and subscribe on my channel. Let me know on what I can call my subscribers. And yeah, but I really kind of like this thing, because I feel like I have so much thoughts on my mind, and just being able to sit down and actually like speak to a camera, and maybe one day do like vlogs and stuff. I'd really love to do that. But I think for now I'm just gonna try like the whole chit chat thing. But I really like this though. Probably gonna try to do some makeup sometime. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like how I look today. I kind of love this little brown little sets, like this matching sets type of thing going on, and how my little earrings are like popping out. So pretty, so chic. Really love it. And yeah, maybe the next video would be a vlog. I'm thinking of doing a vlog. I really don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. Maybe I should. Shouldn't I? But yeah. Clears.